For the longest time, the web browser has been, well, kind of boring, right? It's just a window to the internet, and that's pretty much it. But all of that is changing, like right now. The browser you use every day is in the middle of its biggest reinvention in years, and it's kicking off a brand new browser war. Okay, let's get into it.
I know. That sounds a little dramatic, but it really gets at a feeling that's spreading right now. Big publishers are seeing their traffic from search engines get cut in half. Seriously. We're clicking fewer links and just getting our answers straight from AI. The old web, it really does feel like it's fading.
And that leads us to this huge paradox, this central question. If the web is dying, then why on earth is everybody and their brothers suddenly building new browsers? You've got the giants, Google and Microsoft, plus all these ambitious startups all jumping into this fight. Well, the answer, of course, is AI.
So, what exactly is an AI browser? What are these companies building? Let's get a really clear idea of what we're talking about here, because it's a lot more than just a fresh coat of paint.
Okay, the most important thing to get is this huge shift in what the browser does. A normal browser, it just shows you stuff. It loads the page. An AI browser, on the other hand, it understands the information on the page right there with you. It's the difference between looking through a passive window and having an active partner helping you out.
And this really breaks it all down. A traditional browser, it gets keywords. But an AI browser, it gets your intent. It knows what you're actually trying to accomplish. So instead of just showing you a static web page, it can create these dynamic, interactive views. The goal here is to get rid of that chaos of having, 20 tabs open and just create one smooth workflow.
Now, you might be thinking, hey, I've already got an AI extension on my browser. And that's fair, but there's a really key difference. See, adding a plugin is kind of like sticking a GPS on your dashboard. It's useful, but it's separate. A true AI browser has that intelligence baked right in from the very beginning. It knows the context of what you're doing, which makes the whole thing faster, way more seamless, and genuinely helpful without you having to constantly ask it for things.
All right, so we've covered the what. Now let's get to the fun part. What can these new browsers actually do for you? Let's talk about the new superpowers that this tech is going to give you.
These are pretty much the main features that are starting to pop up everywhere. AI is making search way smarter, it's helping us write better, it's smashing down language barriers, and it's giving us context for things on the fly. It's even being used to boost security by spotting threats before they become a problem.
Let's start with superpower number 1, intelligent search. So picture this, you're researching something. Instead of opening 10, 15 different tabs and trying to stitch all the information together in your head, the browser just does it for you. It reads all those articles and spits out a simple, clear summary. All the key points right there.
Next up is writing assistance. Come on, we've all been there, just staring at that blinking cursor on a blank screen. Well, now your browser can be your co-writer. It can help you draft an email, polish up a product review, or just make sure your grammar is perfect and your tone is right. No more copying and pasting into some other app. It's all right there.
This one is a game changer. It's all about context. So let's say you're shopping online, looking at a cool new gadget. An AI browser can see what you're looking at and automatically start pulling in relevant info, like reviews from other websites, price comparisons, or maybe even similar products you might like better. It's like having a personal shopper built into your browser.
So with awesome abilities like these on the table, it is no surprise at all that a new browser war is heating up. So, who are the big players on this new battlefield?
The whole scene is really split into two main camps. On one side, you have the old guard, the incumbents. We're talking Google and Microsoft. They're trying to add AI features onto their existing browsers, Chrome and Edge. And then on the other side, you've got this whole new wave of startups building browsers from scratch, where AI is the absolute foundation.
And here's a quick look at how some of them are shaking out. You've got Microsoft's Edge, which is plugging right into Copilot and its Office tools, making it a real productivity machine. Brave is going all in on privacy with its AI assistant Leo. And then you have the challengers, like Arc, which is built for creative types who multitask, and Perplexity's Comet, which honestly, it feels less like a browser and more like a conversation you're having with a research assistant.
And that right there, that's the whole philosophy of these new challengers. They're not trying to just build a slightly better version of Chrome. No way. They want to completely change how we use the internet. They're trying to shift us away from just passively clicking on links toward actively solving problems with an AI partner by our side.
And this is where it all leads. The ultimate goal, the holy grail of this whole new browser war is the browser as a personal AI agent, something that doesn't just help you browse, but actually does the browsing for you.
So, how would that actually work?
Okay, imagine this. You just tell your browser, hey, book me parking at the airport for my trip next week. The AI agent then goes off and does all the boring work. It checks different websites, compares the prices, finds the best deal, navigates to that site, fills in all your info, and then just comes back to you with the final form, ready for a single click to approve it.
But, and this is a big but, we are not quite there yet. In some real-world tests, these agents are still messing up. One reporter tried the airport parking thing, and the agent just made up the dates, totally wrong. And then there's the privacy issue. For these things to work, they need a lot of access to your personal data, your emails, your calendar, your contacts. It's a pretty big trade-off.
So when you boil it all down, here's the big takeaway. The very idea of what a browser is changing. It's going from that passive window we've known for decades into an active, smart assistant that's designed to understand what we want and even act for us.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating and, maybe a little unsettling question for the future. I mean, the whole internet, journalism, e-commerce, everything. It's all built on the idea that humans are the ones looking at the pages. So when our AI agents start doing most of the browsing for us, what's actually going to be left of the web for us to see?